Ever wondered what the cast of the Avengers looked like before they became Earth's mightiest superheroes? If you pictured bowl cuts, braces, and even mullets, you wouldn't be too far off. Here's a special S.H.I.E.L.D. report on the origins of these Marvel stars, back when they were fighting acne, 80s fashion trends, and bad haircuts. Robert Downey Jr. Back in the day, Robert Downey Jr. went to Santa Monica High School with fellow students Charlie Sheen, Sean Penn, and Rob Lowe, to name a few. Downey dropped out of high school, battled with addiction, and had some run-ins with the law, but the Iron Man star has ultimately become one of the most successful and profitable actors in the business. His net worth today is an estimated $220 million. Chris Evans. Before he was one of Hollywood's most handsome men, Chris Evans was just a dorky middle school kid like the rest of us. Of course, he grew out of his braces and bowl cut to become the super beefed-up Captain America. Incidentally, Evans told Jimmy Kimmel that he initially turned down the role. Friends and family helped him change his mind, which, millions of dollars later, was clearly the right thing to do. Scarlett Johansson. Way before Scarlett Johansson entered the Marvel Cinematic Universe, she appeared in films like Home Alone 3 and The Horse Whisperer. Thanks to her roles in acclaimed films like Lost in Translation, ScarJo enjoyed critical and box office success in the lead-up to playing Black Widow. Mark Ruffalo. Throughout high school, Mark Ruffalo competed in wrestling tournaments until senior year, when he gave it up to pursue acting. Fast forward to 2010, and after starring in numerous critically acclaimed movies, Ruffalo landed the role of the Hulk in the Avengers universe. While Ruffalo has said many times that a standalone Hulk film doesn't sound promising, we're still holding out hope. Jeremy Renner. Before the California native dove into acting, Jeremy Renner was actually considering a career in computer science, but didn't feel his personality fit well in that field. Thankfully, he lost the mullet and embarked on a new career, going on to snag back-to-back Oscar nominations for The Hurt Locker and The Town before landing the role of Hawkeye. As Entertainment Weekly reported, binge watchers everywhere will be excited to hear that while there's nothing in the works quite yet, Renner has said he'd be open to doing a Hawkeye series for Netflix. Samuel L. Jackson. After growing up in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Samuel L. Jackson went on to study at Morehouse College in Atlanta and began acting in 1971. Outside of playing Nick Fury in the Avengers movies, Jackson's illustrious career speaks for itself, and with recent roles in movies like The Hitman's Bodyguard and Kong Skull Island, he's showing no signs of slowing down. Elizabeth Olsen. As a youngster, Elizabeth Olsen dove right into the acting business, appearing in a few projects starring her insanely famous sisters, Mary-Kate and Ashley. In 2011, Olsen's big breakout came when she starred in the cult family drama Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene. As for whether she has plans to star in her own solo Avengers movie as Scarlet Witch, she told Business Insider in 2015, "I love my character. I just don't know how that would fit in the whole Marvel universe, or if it would even be necessary." Paul Rudd. Long before he became Ant-Man, Paul Rudd was just another long-haired frat boy at the University of Kansas. In 2015, the Clueless star told the Kansas City Star that he'd never lose sight of these roots, adding that his hometown helps him stay sane and serves as a reminder of his previous life before the fame. Here's hoping Ant-Man plays a major role going into the future phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Chris Hemsworth. After a long-running stint on the Australian serial Home and Away, Chris Hemsworth left Australia to make a break for Hollywood. It didn't take long before a brief appearance in the Star Trek reboot led to a series of other roles, culminating in his coronation as the MCU's mighty Asgardian. And the rest is history. Paul Bettany. Bettany took the long road to Hollywood, spending a period supporting himself as a street performer. He worked in a series of stage productions before transitioning into films like A Knight's Tale and A Beautiful Mind. He made his MCU debut as the voice of Tony Stark's AI assistant Jarvis in Iron Man before being brought on board as Vision in Avengers: Age of Ultron. Surprisingly, Bettany told Business Insider that just moments before landing Age of Ultron, he'd been told by a producer that he'd never work in Hollywood again. Sebastian Stan. Born in Romania, Sebastian Stan's family frequently moved around, eventually landing in Rockland, New York. Years later, after landing numerous TV and film roles, he auditioned for the title role in Captain America: The First Avenger. Clearly, he didn't end up in that role, but things worked out just fine when Stan was offered a 9-picture deal to play Bucky Barnes. Tom Holland. Back when he was a preteen, British actor Tom Holland was a member of a street dance club before landing the title role in the musical Billy Elliot. His work on stage wound up winning him his breakthrough role in the 2012 tsunami survival flick The Impossible. Before long, with Holland's stock continuing to rise in Hollywood, Marvel confirmed him as their new Peter Parker in a pretty unconventional way. Holland found out the news with the rest of the world by reading Marvel's announcement online. Chadwick Boseman. Originally from a small town in South Carolina, Chadwick Boseman's first gig as an actor was guest appearing in the ABC daytime drama All My Children in 2003. A decade later, Boseman's break came when he played Jackie Robinson in 42, and he went on to wow critics when he channeled James Brown in Get On Up the following year. Celebrating his heritage has been a running theme in Boseman's career to date, and in Black Panther, he approached Marvel's African king with the same mindset, insisting that the character have an African accent. Josh Brolin. Cult classic The Goonies gave Josh Brolin his debut in 1985. Years later, after almost quitting acting altogether, his belated breakthrough came when he starred in 2007's No Country for Old Men, which he followed up with an Oscar-nominated performance in 2008's Milk. According to Brolin's interview with IGN, when Marvel offered him the part of Thanos, they sent him so much research that he had to spend most of his time on the set of 2015's Everest, focusing on the Marvel role instead. Thanks for watching! Click the grunge icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.